Hello and welcome to my simple method on how to smash any goal. And this is focused primarily on your mindset because if you have a goal set in place that you need to work towards, and that's going to help you to improve your mindset and to help you grow because you've got something to work towards. And that is the one problem that most people make the mistake of not having a clear goal set out, and they say, "Oh, I just want to lose weight," and they don't have anything put in place to say that they want to, or say what way they want to lose weight, how much weight they want to lose, and this is just going to be a simple method on how you can get very clear on the goals that you put in place, and it's going to make it then that much easier to hit those goals. So it's going to be a nice, short, sharp, to the point one. So, step number one is to get very clear on your goals, as I have just said. So, I want to lose weight. That is not a very clear goal. So, what you want to be looking at is more like, I want to lose 10 pounds before the summer holidays. That is a very clear goal. But obviously, the summer holidays are finished now. So, I want to lose 10 pounds by the Halloween holidays whenever my kids get off. That is also another very clear goal. I want to be more of a positive person so that I can bring others around me. I can improve others around me as well. That's another very clear goal that you can put in place. I want to be able to run 5K within the next 3 months. Again, that's another very clear goal. So you have to get precise on the actual goal that you desire. It doesn't have to be fitness related. It could be something like, in work, I want to be earning a certain amount of money within the next year. So you set yourself a goal then to be, get promotion within that year. Or if you own a business, so I want to be making 5K a month by in the next 6 months time. That's another clear goal that you could have. So this is a method that's going to be able to help you in every aspect of life. I want to spend more time with my kids over the next 3 months. That could be another one. I want to build a better relationship with my kids. That could be another one as well. And then it's about spending more time with them. So first thing is to get very, very clear, very precise on what it is that you want what your goal is. Second thing then is, what things are you going to give up in order to achieve these goals? So again, fat loss, it could be, I'm going to give up crisps and sweets in order to achieve my goal. That's a very simple thing what you're going to give up. I want to spend less time on my phone. So what am I going to give up? The amount of time that I spend on Instagram, the amount of time that I spend on social media, the amount of time that I spend on my phone. So that's to give up the amount of, or the goal is to spend less time on your phone. Is to what are you going to give up? The time you spend on your phone then. So that's another thing you could be is, if you want to have a more positive mindset, what are you going to give up? Spending time with negative people. That could be one thing. What a goal, I want to get fitter. I want to be more fit in in the next sort of 2 or 3 months. So what things are you going to give up? Lying in bed. I'm going to give up lying in bed because I want to get up and do a bit of running in the morning. So that's another thing you can do to give up. But again, for muscle building, say, what things are you going to give up? I'm going to give up, not going to the gym at least twice a week. So that's the second thing. Like, what things are you going to give up in order to achieve your goal? So it can be one thing, it can be three things, whatever you feel is viable to get towards that goal. So number 3 is to get an exact date in place. So like I've said there, I want to lose X amount of fat by the Halloween holidays. So that will be the 31st of October. I want to be able to run 10K by the next marathon, which is May the 26th, I think it is, in Belfast, something like that anyway. So that's a clear date that you have in mind. I want to read 10 books by the end of December, the 31st of December. So get a clear date in mind of when you want to have this goal achieved by. Then number 4 is, I'm just going to move myself up here into the middle, is to get a plan of action in place. So it's getting 3 or 4 actionable steps in that is going to take you towards your goal. For example, fat loss. You could be hitting your 10,000 steps every day, tracking your calories every day, getting your water in every day, and also getting your sleep in, getting at least 7 hours of sleep in. So that's 4 things in your plan. And then what you want to do actually is look at the date that you want to have that goal achieved by. So say, for example, to keep it simple, I want to lose 4 pounds in 4 weeks. What you want to do then is get your plan of action. So you want to lose 1 pound every week. And then over the 4 weeks, then you will lose the 4 pounds rather than trying to lose the 4 pounds in one go. So your aim is to then, your plan of action is to lose 1 pound per week. And then what you want to do is have yourself in a calorie deficit so that you are losing 1 pound per week. And that is, so if you put yourself in a calorie deficit of 3,500 calories over the week, that will then mean that you will lose 1 pound every week. And then over the 4 weeks, and that'll be the 4 pounds of body weight that you wanted to achieve. And you've also given up the likes of crisps and snacks as well, but that's all part of the action plan. Same as reading the 10 books. I want to read 5 books in 5 months. So what you want to break it down is maybe a chapter of a book every day. So if you read a chapter of a book every day, say the average is is around 28 chapters, just say for talk's sake, over the 5 months. And then as long as you read a chapter of a book every day over the 5 months, then you're going to read 5 books, and that is the action plan then broken down. And it's like leave the book on the bedside table so that you have to read the chapter of the book before you go to sleep. So it's sitting there, it's ready for you to read, making it easier for yourself. I want to gain 3 pounds of muscle in the next 3 months. So you want to put yourself in a calorie surplus and be able to put on 1 pound of body weight over the next 3 months, and that will then get you to your goal of the 3 pounds in 3 months. Again, it's just a quick example. Number 5, after you complete all the first 4, is to write out a mission statement of exactly what it is that you are going to be achieving. So I want to lose 14 pounds of body fat by the time I get to Christmas so that I can go to social events and feel more comfortable within my skin. So you want to write that out, and you want to then, number 6 is then to repeat that statement at least 2 or 3 times per day. So what you should be doing then is putting that statement, that bit of paper, wherever it is you write it on, beside your toothbrush, because, well, most people, they should be brushing their teeth twice a day. And it means then that you can repeat that statement every day, at least twice a day, back to yourself. And the more you repeat that to yourself, the more realistic it's going to be to you, and the more likely the outcome is that you are going to achieve that goal. And it just keeps refreshing over in your mind, saying, right, I am working towards this one goal. And it means then that you're always going to be pushing the needle forward towards that goal. And finally then, the last step is how can I make this easier and more enjoyable? So Again, you've got your plan of action in place to break it for fat loss. How do you make it easier and more enjoyable? You make sure you do an activity that you enjoy whenever you are working out. So say you don't like going to the gym, but you do like going for runs. Then instead of going to the gym, why not go for runs instead? That's going to make it a little bit more easier and enjoyable. Maybe you still enjoy soft drinks, so don't cut that out of your diet completely and change all your drinks to diet drinks. Again, it's going to make it a bit more easier for you to stick to, and you'll still be within a calorie deficit. As I was saying there about the books, put the books beside your bed, and it's going to make it easier then for you to remember to read that chapter of the book before going to sleep. The likes of cutting out negative people in your life, just say you have to make it easier and more enjoyable is to spend less time with those people and to say no to them more. And that's going to make it easier and more enjoyable for you because you don't have to worry about spending time with these people. So that is the 7 steps then to achieving any goal that it is you want. And it's all about writing it down and getting very, very clear and precise about exactly what it is you need to be doing, because most people, as I say, they don't write things down, they don't have a clear plan of action in place, and they just sort of wing it. And after the first 5 or 6 days of, say, fat loss, they do lose the initial bit of weight, and then afterwards they aren't losing as much, and then they just sort of go, well, fuck, it doesn't seem to be working for me, so I'm going to throw in the towel. But whereas if you have a plan of action in place, you know exactly what it is that you need to be doing, then it's going to make it easier to stick to, and in the long run, you're going to achieve the results. So I've got a little example here of it's a fat loss one. So I want to lose 10 pounds of body fat. That is a very precise goal, and I'm going to give up takeaways and going to bed late, because when you go to bed late, you're sitting watching Netflix, and that's whenever the snacking starts to come in. And obviously, takeaways are quite high in calories. So if you were to cut them out, then that's going to save you a hell of a lot of calories over the over the course of whenever you are trying to lose these 10 pounds of body fat. So the date I want to do this here from this week is I want to be 10 pounds lighter by the 17th of December, and I worked it out there. That is 20 weeks. And then number 4 is to get a plan of action in place. So there are 20 weeks left until Christmas. So I need to lose half a pound of fat per week, and I will put myself in a 250 calorie deficit and track and measure my calories every day and do my 10,000 steps daily. And if I am able to stick to this plan of action every single day, then I will reach my goal by the 17th of December. Then just going to move myself down here. I'm going to, so this is the mission statement that I'm going to write myself so that I can read it out to myself every day. So I'm going to lose 10 pounds by Christmas this year so that I can look better in my clothes and feel more comfortable in social situations over the Christmas holidays. And I'm going to keep repeating that back to myself. And it's just going to make me have that bit more of a drive. It's going to refresh every day. That, right, okay, this is the reason I am doing this to get to my goal of losing the 10 pounds. And if I don't do this today, then, I'm not going to reach that goal of losing 10 pounds. Then I'm going to write, obviously, this statement out and leave it beside my toothbrush so that I can repeat it at least twice per day, provided you brush your teeth. And then finally, the last step then, how am I going to make this easier and more enjoyable? So I'm going to make sure that I drink diet drinks only, so that then I can still enjoy soft drinks. I'm going to make sure to keep the fridge filled with lots of lean meats, fruits and vegetables. And I'm also going to clear out the cupboards with any snacks, etc. So that's ways that I'm going to make it easier for myself. And then to make it more enjoyable, I'm going to get myself a dog. So then I have to take it for walks every day, and that's going to keep me more active and more likely then to do 10,000 steps per day. So then for you guys at home, action steps then. So what I want you to do is to get clear on your goal and write it down and write down the goal that you want to achieve. As I said there as well, through the steps, so you want to also write down things that you're going to give up in order to achieve this goal and also the date. Then you're going to break it down into 2 or 3 smaller action steps. Like, we don't want to do too many action steps to overwhelm ourselves. As long as you have at least 2 in place that's going to take you towards your goal, then that's all you need to start with. And then you're also going to write down then how you're going to make it how you're going to make it easier for yourself and to make it more enjoyable as well. So I hope this helps, guys. I hope you enjoyed this this simple way of smashing any goal. And if you are struggling to get a goal in place and you want to have a chat, then I've a link down here below just to book yourself in for a call if you want. It's a no offer call, just simply just to have a chat with you, see where you're at, and see what it is that we can put in place then to get you towards your goals. So yeah, if you want, if you don't, that's totally fine as well. But thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you have an absolutely incredible day.